Chapter 2. The State of Dharma. The root of these thoughts comes from fear or the need for self-preservation. In fact, self-preservation is appropriate, because if humans didn't have it, the chances of living to old age would be slim, and it is this need for self-preservation that gradually develops into an automatic habit, becoming a selfishness ingrained in the consciousness. And as this habit of acting for oneself takes deeper root, one thing that will naturally occur is prediction or expectation. And when you are not sure that what you predict will not go as expected, it will develop into anxiety. It is this anxiety that clearly separates people into two groups. On your world, as many as 99% of people are in this state of anxiety. There will be less than 1% who do not release this wave, such as young children or the mentally unsound who are outside this process. And this is an indicator of who is in a state of freedom from suffering, because anxiety is the chain that binds them to their suffering. Wait a minute. Are you telling me that young children and the mentally unsound have a higher spiritual state than us? I asked back. If we only consider the matter of anxiety, then yes, because anyone who can eliminate concern for their own status is considered free from suffering. For example, even if a young child or a mentally unsound person is born into the poorest, most difficult family, they will not feel that they are suffering. However, it does not mean that these people have a high spiritual state, because they still need two other components. 1. The ability to control thoughts or actions, which you call mindfulness. 2. The ability to produce the highest positive frequency waves through concrete actions, which you call love. These last two are considered the most important. Only humans who have undergone thorough training and humans with wisdom, consisting of a thorough understanding of what is what affects what, and what does not affect what, until ultimately joy arises. Can we call that person having a high spiritual state? This I do not call anxiety, but I call it intense desire. This desire is composed of the highest form of love. It is a love for all fellow humans. It is a love with an energy power higher than any other love. It is a love that will appear only in highly evolved beings, he replied. Sir, what do I need to do? I asked. This is your true mission. Your coming this time is unlike anyone in the past. In the past, all prophets came with the proclamation of truth, came with precepts that created a shift in consciousness for people in specific areas or regions, which would gradually develop into religions passed down through generations. But unfortunately, those who took on the role of successors used the teachings of the prophets as tools to create power, causing fear, which consequently led to anxiety. The result is that the religions of all the prophets seem to have grown stronger externally because fear is a significant motivator for those people to do something, but not from the desire of the mind behind the consciousness, or what you call the spirit, in a truly authentic way. Thus, it became religious institutions. What about me? I also have anxieties. Like right now, my mind is constantly filled with thoughts about how to make the mission I've been entrusted with successful. How to free all humans from this state of suffering, I observed. This I do not call anxiety, but I call it intense desire. This desire is composed of the highest form of love. It is a love for all fellow humans. It is a love with an energy power higher than any other love. It is a love that will appear only in highly evolved beings, he replied. Sir, what do I need to do? I asked. This is your true mission. Your coming this time is unlike anyone in the past. In the past, all prophets came with the proclamation of truth, came with precepts that created a shift in consciousness for people in specific areas or regions, which would gradually develop into religions passed down through generations. But unfortunately, those who took on the role of successors used the teachings of the prophets as tools to create power, causing fear, which consequently led to anxiety. The result is that the religions of all the prophets seem to have grown stronger externally because fear is a significant motivator for those people to do something, but not from the desire of the mind behind the consciousness, or what you call the spirit, in a truly authentic way. Thus, it became religious institutions. The difference in your mission is that, in addition to having the duty to create new precepts to change the consciousness of the world's people, which is not just tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands as in the past, but a macro-level change, if counted in numbers, it will be almost the entire world. Furthermore, you must also create physical changes in your world. Now the world is deteriorating to its extreme and heading towards ruin. You must reverse the situation completely and restore it to its original abundance. People in the past, therefore, conveyed symbolic images of your being, depicting you with weapons in hand, adorned with magnificent attire. In some places, they communicated it in the form of a person with great power, with 1,000 arms and 1,000 faces. They wanted to show people in the future the image of the power, of the modern tools you will use. Oh wow! Does that mean the image of the 1,000-armed bodhisattva refers to me? I asked. Not exactly. In fact, it means that you will come with a group of people who have volunteered to work with you. They will come with special skills in all fields of knowledge. They will bring them together to recreate this world. You cannot do it alone. You need them. Who are they? Where do they come from? I asked. All right. Today, I will have my representative take you to get to know who they are. The voice of God from within answered. Go where? How do I get there? I have work to do. Can we change it to another day? I have a job presentation today. I bargained. You're putting worry into your head, you know. Rest assured, leave that to the person I've assigned. They will handle it themselves. The voice in my thoughts replied. Okay. So where will I meet them, and how will I know? I was about to ask further with curiosity, when the voice in my thoughts interrupted. You'll know soon enough, after the bus arrived at its destination. It took me a few more minutes to reach the office building. Inside, there was a large lobby bustling with people. Before the elevator entrance, there were automatic doors for scanning cards. While I was busy searching for my employee card in my backpack, the corner of my eye caught sight of a tall, thin man wearing black jeans and a long-sleeved hooded sweatshirt, grey in color, standing in line to enter the card scanning channel 2 or 3 slots away from me. I glanced at him briefly, wondering why this person needed to cover his head with that cloth hood. Once I found my card, I scanned it and walked through the door straight to the elevators, where a large number of people were waiting. But when I reached the elevators, I saw the man in the hooded sweatshirt already standing in the group waiting for the elevator, while I was looking at him intently, wondering who he was. The elevator door I was waiting for opened, and I quickly stepped inside. I pressed the button for the 12th floor, which was my office floor, and walked to the far end, joining the other people who were packed tightly inside. Before the elevator door closed because it was full, I craned my neck to look for the suspicious man, but I couldn't see him anymore. Are you looking for me? A soft voice spoke from behind. I quickly turned to look at him at close range. It was the man in the grey long-sleeved hooded shirt. He was standing slightly to my right and behind me. The image I saw up close was of a fair-skinned man with good looks, a prominent nose, and large blue eyes. His mouth was wider and thicker than most people's, but it looked proportionate. Why? Yes, I stammered, feeling a mixture of shock and surprise. Before I entered the elevator, I had seen him standing far away among a large crowd, and in just a split second, while walking into the elevator, I was sure I was among the first to enter. It shouldn't have been possible for this man to squeeze through the crowded people and stand behind me. Immediately after that, the thought arose that this must be the representative God had sent to me. Are you the one God sent? I tried asking him mentally to verify if he was the person God had mentioned, not wanting to speak aloud because the elevator was crowded. Yes, I am, he replied in thought as well. Where are you taking me? I asked. Have faith, everything will be all right, his voice replied. Let's go. Hold my hand, he whispered softly as I was looking at the numbers, indicating which floor we were on. It was going up steadily. 9, 10, 11. I did as he said, without hesitation. The moment my hand touched his, it felt like a mild electric current spread throughout my body. His hand was as soft as a newborn baby's. After that, it seemed he was intently focusing on something, because I felt him become still and squeeze my hand tightly.